Here we go.
Liftoff. New Shepard has cleared the tower.
They're going to be pulling 3 Gs as they rocket up to space. It's about an 11-minute trip in total. 4 minutes of it will be weightless. And as you know, we've seen this before with various celebrities.
6,000 feet climbing. Begin throttle down for Q limiting. Engine response looks good.
Once they're actually in space, we'll see a lot of camera views from inside that space capsule that seats 6. Again, Katy Perry, Gayle King, Lauren Sanchez, Aisha Brown, Carrie Ann Flynn, and Amanda Nguyen.
Dynamic pressure. Mach 1. Vehicle is supersonic. Engine back up to full throttle.
Supersonic. We have passed through max Q. Maximum dynamic pressure. That's when the vehicle, the stresses between the atmosphere and the speed are at their maximum. So to punch through that is so important. You see the BE3 engines is firing beautifully. You see the stream of steam behind it. Those ladies right now are having an incredible view on their way to space.
The Kármán line, 62 miles up. There's Jeff Bezos.
You're going to peak at about 2,300 miles an hour over Mach 3, 3 times the speed of sound. Shortly coming up, we'll have MECO, main engine cutoff. We will turn off the engine, but the 2 craft, the capsule and the booster, will continue their ascent to space.
Bezos himself has been to space, as you know, but this is different. Now his fiancée, Lauren Sanchez, is on board, which makes it all the more personal.
The main engine is turned off. We're now going to separate the capsule from the booster, and at that point, Kristen, that's when all 6 astronauts are going to start to feel the weightlessness, and shortly thereafter, we're going to let them unbuckle.
And that right there is the most critical milestone of this whole ascent.
That's Oprah there to support Gayle King. Again, if they reach 62 miles up, that's over the Kármán line. That puts them officially into space, I should say. Not orbit, but into space.
And the 2 craft is separated.
This is a fully reusable rocket, so the rocket will come back down and land on the pad.
Welcome to space, ladies, or shall I say, astronauts.
Oh, the moon! You guys, I will have to tell you, look at the moon. Look. Oh, my God! Oh, my God! Oh, my goddess! That's our pink moon. I love you, Jackson!
And just in case it wasn't clear, those are the astronauts. Those are their voices that you're hearing.
We may have to wait till they're down before we see the video from inside the capsule.
Apogee, the highest point in flight, well over 345,000 feet, well over the Kármán line.
Wow.
So far, 52 people have made this flight with Blue Origin.
Unstrapped from their seats, they are floating, they are weightless, they are experiencing zero G for the very first time in their lives. And Katy Perry did say that she was going to sing in space. I'm waiting for it.
Waiting for it.
1 minute warning. 1 minute warning.
So that is Capcom indicating a 1 minute warning for our astronauts to take in those last views before they get buckled back into their seats.
feed is breaking up. That's the feed from Blue Origin, but it will pick up again, we believe. Again, they've got 4 minutes of weightlessness in space. The entire trip is 11 minutes. And to those folks who are a little skeptical of this trip, who think, listen, this is really a bit of over-the-top spending for people who are very wealthy or the celebrities. Some of that's true. You need a $150,000 deposit to fly, and then the actual cost of the ticket, we've not been told. We believe it's somewhere between $200,000 to $500,000 to go up on one of these Blue Origin trips that is, again, a Jeff Bezos production. On this particular trip, Katy Perry, the pop star, we believe we'll get video of them actually in the capsule once that they come back down and they can download the video. Katy Perry, who says that she's dedicating this trip to her daughter, and as you heard, she may sing while she's up there. Gayle King, the CBS News personality, who says she has been scared to death of this, but was convinced by Oprah she really had to do it. She admits she is a very, very nervous flyer. Also, Lauren Sanchez, Jeff Bezos' fiance, herself a helicopter pilot, herself a former TV personality. Also, Aisha Brown, a former rocket scientist with NASA. Here comes the rocket coming back down now. Again, the rocket itself will land. If this looks familiar, it's kind of like SpaceX. It will land on the pad. It's reusable. And then the astronauts, all 6 of them, will parachute back to Earth. Look at that. A perfect descent. Let's listen in.
We can also see a sonic boom. We're going to hear that shortly here.
And remember, this is something that had never been done before until just a few years ago. Truly the stuff of science fiction that you're about to watch in just seconds.
Drag
Here we
race.
go.
Again, all 6 will parachute back to Earth separately. They're not in that rocket. But now that rocket can be reused for the next mission. I wanted to continue the names of the astronauts. Also, Carrie-Ann Flynn, a film producer, and Amanda Nguyen.
Booster touchdown. Welcome home, New Shepard.
New Shepard, named after Alan Shepard.
Picture perfect landing.
Right on target.
You see that dust kind of creates this dramatic cloud that reveals the beautiful rocket that has just taken these ladies up to space and back.
And I love the echo across the mountains. Is that what I was hearing there?
That's what
nice
you were hearing. You heard the sonic boom, then you heard the engine relight, and all of that reverberates in this big, beautiful valley in West Texas.
I've been to that valley. It is an expanse of nothingness as far as the eye can see, and Jeff Bezos owns much of that real estate. Here they come.
Parachutes deploy from the crew capsule. Those are like the guide parachutes. There go the drogue parachutes.
Just free falling right there until those drogues came out.
And then next will be the main parachutes that get pulled out.
Hear that screaming inside the capsule?
And all 3 parachutes reefing, and they will slowly inflate, slowing the capsule to a nice, smooth 10, 15 miles an hour. They are cruising back home.
3 good parachutes.
And
Gayle King said she wanted to get back on Earth. That's when she would love every moment of it.
I've gone through all of the training. They put you in the capsule that simulates all of this, including the sounds, and when you hear the motors of the parachutes pop out, that is the best moment in flight.
Because I know Blue Origin does everything they can to make this as safe as possible, and y'all have an impeccable safety record, but it still has to feel really good when you know that you're coming back to Earth with those parachutes fully deployed.
And we can see the capsule just over our shoulder here, going to be landing north and east of the launch pad, coming down softly and beautifully.
Again, the first all-female crew to space since 1963, when the Soviet Valentina Tereshkova flew solo to become the first woman to reach space in 1963.
Touches down a puff of dust.
That should be
That's normal.
a puff of dust, last milliseconds, air cushion that will kick up the dust. It's a very soft landing despite the sporty perception. There it is.
And they're home. The Kardashians are there. This is all celebrity.
Congratulations. And welcome.